we have people who come in trying to cause dissent. We don't want that. It's kind of like if somebody goes into the church and they're an atheist, and then they want to scream that you're preaching Jesus, but we don't.
No, I hear you, but what
I'm not saying that that's you. I'm saying
so that would be my question too. What were we doing to cause dissent?
No. Not saying that you did.
Okay.
Not accusing you of that. I'm just saying that we sort of have to be protective of our community. Who we allow in. I got my children here. My ideals are straight black pride. If somebody else is on the fence about straight black pride, I don't understand why they would be here. I'm not saying that that's where you are or that's where she is. She told me, I asked her if her ideologies are, if her philosophies align.
But what if this was a meeting that changed her views though? You're saying that she shouldn't have come?
I'm not saying that she
But that's what you just said. If her ideals aren't aligned with yours, that they shouldn't be here.
If someone, so straight black pride, if someone isn't straight, they shouldn't be here. So maybe I am saying,
Okay.
That is what I'm saying.
Okay.
If they aren't black, they absolutely should not be here.
Okay.
If they don't have pride in being straight and black, then no, they have no place here.
Okay. Cool. I hear you loud and clear. I hear you.
I just want to tell you that we're not here to like impose on what y'all doing. I'm from the media, we're from the media, and
That's
we're
literally
Boston.
why, we're here for
Boston residents.
independent
We're
black media. That's why we're here. So the fact that you kind of came at us like we're trying to cause dissent, when all we're trying to do is get information.
Well, now I really wonder because, black media, what's going to happen when you put your, that does sound a little
So y'all don't want
I'm
anything.
jump in here when she said black media.
Yeah, that sounds a little interesting.
The whole thing is this. As the sister said, we're protective of our young people. We don't show up at LGBTQ meetings because that doesn't involve us. Though, I think our brother laid it out pretty much well. People with different ideas can't represent us. But what we are truly concerned about, we don't live in this we are the world utopia. We're not trying to get along with everybody. This is for people who are clear, not people who are confused. So when we say the straight black pride and y'all say media, the biggest attacks have actually come from black media.
From black media.
From black media.
Okay.
The biggest attacks on straight black pride has come from black media. And the problem is, what is the threat of a black man loving a black woman to produce black children? How is that a threat? But see what it is, a lot of people who think they're intelligent really don't understand the history between Africans and European people. And then we take it a step further because a lot of black people don't even identify with being African. So here's where the conflict comes in. We have to ask, if you're part of a black organization, who does it allow? What are the ideologies? What is the mission statement? What is the end goal? Are you for integration or separation? And these are the things that make it as plain as day. It's either A or B because there is no.
Well, I was just assuming that as independent black media, that would mean that we're trying to separate ourselves from the machine, from the ideologies, from the systematic things that disenfranchise our people. So independent and black, right? We're independent and black. We don't rely on nobody. We tell our own stories. That's our point. So that's what I'm just trying to say.
No, I agree with that because we all out here have a media company, which is funny. And this is why we say here's where the contradiction comes in, because some black independent people aren't straight nor are they proud to be straight. So when they come in, they always have their slang. They throw in words like heteronormative. They say cisgender, homophobia. Because I like black women. I have black daughters. So I think black women should always be protected. But when we talk about black men taking true stances, strong stances, that becomes a threat to the system. But many people don't understand all they are chocolate-covered Europeans. The language sounds good. I realize people got this language down packed. They make up words, use big words. They learned in these fancy colleges. But the fact of the matter is that they're not authentic in their position in terms of what it is to get free from under this yoke of white supremacy. We keep talking about we're fighting police brutality, we're fighting sexual discrimination. Sexual discrimination hasn't really been black people fight because since we've been brought here, since we've been stolen brought here, black women have always been working. From the slave ships to the white man's kitchen. When white women couldn't work, black women were working. When black men couldn't work, white women were working. But we have to stop adopting European women's conversation. That's their language. black people, we meet people along the way. Some of our parents weren't as revolutionary as we would like to think, so they start planting seeds of Negroism in our mind, for lack of better. Can I use, is that the word Negroism?
Sounds like a word to me.
Yeah, and then we just think that resisting, oh, stick it to the man and F the police. We think that's liberation struggle. We think that's fight, and it's so much more. One of the first things we have to do is replenish the planet with our people, because we're dying by the millions. We're dying, and it just didn't start with Mike Brown or Trayvon Martin or Emmett Till. It didn't start with the first African brought on the good ship, Jesus. This thing has been going on longer than you or I can even imagine or fathom. But once we start being clear that we have to start loving our people more than we hate our enemies, and trust me, hate our enemies, but we love our people more. But how much can we love our people if I don't find love in a black woman? How much love do I have for my people if I'm not going to sleep with a woman at all to produce more black people that I say I love so much? We don't see the contradiction and the flaw in our ideology because the rhetoric sounds so good. We ain't never heard it before. The reason why we never heard it before because it never works in the stupid. But I'm going to step off my soapbox. I'm sorry. I just get passionate about it. Because as a straight black man, I am so proud to be a father. I am so proud that my parents are proud of me. I am so proud that my grandparents are proud of me. And my children always say, that's my dad. They love saying that. I come to their school, Dad, my friend said you cool. I like that because I'm an old dude. And the kids still find me cool. But you know why? I give them authentic truth. I don't give them ideology or idealism that's not practical and applicable to day-to-day survival, because that's what our children need. They need to get out of this utopia of everybody's gonna get along, because that's not the truth. Lions and high eagles both live in the jungle, don't they? But they fight every chance they get. They fight because they know that we're fighting for resources. Black people no longer fighting for resources. Then we wonder why we're economically depressed in our community. But I'm a little bit older than some people out here. I can remember when there were all black stores. I'm talking about the corner store, the sneak, everything was owned by us. So we always talk about we want to stop crime in our community, but we don't create economic opportunities for our young people. But when you look at what they're locked up for, drug dealing, robbing, stealing, crimes of resources. But then we have to peel back the lens and take it back a little further. Who stole the resources from us in the first place when we was the first people on the planet? That come from the land of plenty. We keep getting caught up in this trick bag that these people keep setting up for us because the sexual revolution has never been our problem. We've never been a problem with being attracted to black women. If God made anything better than the black woman, he kept it for himself.
Show me where that.
So when we talk about, and I heard y'all ask the brother a question about some dude who beat up on his sister, we don't consider that a straight man.
That's right.
Even if he's never been involved with another man sexually. If you find strength in beating on weaker people, harming children, harming women, harming elderly, you are not a straight man. That's right. And any straight man, any strong heterosexual man can tell you that.
Yes, that's right.
Any strong heterosexual man will tell you that.
Teach black man.
So we got to stop misidentifying people.
That's right.
Talking about, yeah, this man, he's not a man. You harm a child, you are not a man. You harm a female, you are not a man. But I'm going to tell you something about straight black pride that I do know. You want anybody over there, this brother, these brothers, we have no problem with working through God's will. God works through the hands of men. You want righteous justice? Let somebody harm these children.
I ain't that conscious.
We
knock you out.
We have no problem with putting hands on people. Because when you talk about strength and power, the ultimate force on this planet, ultimate force is violence.
That's 28.
Is violence. When you can't get no justice, that is the ultimate justice. And I'm gonna leave it there. I apologize. Sorry, kids, y'all didn't hear that. Yeah. Right, but here's the thing to the sister statement though. When we talk about black media, like I said, what we've been written about, all the negative press have come from black media and their promotion of a homosexual agenda. And the one thing we always ask people, what positive, productive thing has come out of a homosexual relationship with black people? How does that help us? And nobody has answered that question yet. People want to name people who were famous in the movement that has harmed the movement, because people always bring up Bayard Rustin, but nobody talks about Bayard Rustin being arrested for having sex with underage children. Nobody talk about him marrying, what's that dude named, Walter Nagel?
Yep.
Who he adopted as his son and then had him as his lover. Adopted him as his son just to raise him and marry him. He groomed them.
Going over to,
He groomed them to be his sex slave. But we don't study European history. We don't understand it because we talking about centuries. We talking about millennia of indecency and degeneracy. So here it is. We black folks here in America just think our history started with slavery. And even then, we get a whitewashed version of it. Oh, there were some white people that were mean, but then some white folks.
Straight pride, man, woman, child.
I'm talking about nation building, I'm talking about raising children.
Straight pride, man, woman, child.
I'm talking about nation building, I'm talking about raising children.
Straight pride, man, woman, child. Yeah, straight pride, man, woman, child. Yeah, straight pride, man, woman, child.
I'm talking about nation building, I'm talking about raising children.
Family.